That's what you love, not me.
Willard, the chauffeur will hear you.
It's the way Townley says it is. He's right. He's right.
Oh, why did I let you talk me into this? What a fool I was to have come at all. You're sick inside, Willard, so utterly, hopelessly sick.
Oh, so now I'm hopelessly sick.
Yes, you are.
I think he's lost position here.
You're trying to confuse me.
8.
Take advantage of me. Wind me around your finger. Just because I love you too much. That's it. That's my illness. Of course, I see it now.
He's taking the red on.
You're the thing I must get rid of.
Oh,
you
what a
with
shot.
your
Unbelievable.
beautiful face and your twisted back.
Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot.
You're at the bottom of all my agony.
Willard!
9.
Willard!
I'm saving myself. I'm saving myself. Once you're dead, the sickness is ended. I'll be safe. I'll be safe. I'll be safe.
That's a good split. He's got a real chance here.
Dr. Townley? Yes. Come in. Mr. Wolf's been expecting.
Pace is key.
Come in, Dr. Townley. Come in. Have a chair.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf. I'm
17.
so happy you've agreed to take this case.
Have a glass of beer.
Oh, no. Never at this time of morning, thank you.
Well, Doctor, the newspapers check with what you told me. The girl and young Garth went out for a ride in your limousine last night. The car was driven by one of your handymen.
That's right.
He's finished
Haynes,
a
his
bit
name
awkward
is.
here.
And they never came back. Young Garth was found dead
21.
in the car with 2 bullets in him. The girl was gone, and also Haynes, the handyman chauffeur, huh?
Correct, sir.
Have you any idea where he could be?
No, sir.
And the young lady, tell me about her.
She's Diana Lawrence, daughter of Michael Lawrence,
The sculptor?
the sculptor. She lives with him in a small cottage near my sanatorium on Berry Hill Lane. An extremely aggressive and self-centered female with more than a slight flair for violence.
Your description might easily lead me to suspect her of this murder, sir.
Well, I'm aware of that. And I don't think you'll be far off the mark. As I told you on the phone, she tried to murder me yesterday morning.
22.
Police have made no headway in locating her?
No, the homicide division has contacted her father, but he's remained quite noncommittal. He simply says that he's sure she's incapable of killing a fly and that he hasn't laid eyes on her since 8 o'clock last night.
Highly suspicious behavior.
She was unquestionably in the car with young Garth when he was murdered.
She wasn't alone in the car with him.
You're
I
referring
want
to
to get
Haynes?
this cue ball close to the
He
cushion.
can't be found either, remember?
It appears that he
Fabulous
failed to list
effort.
his address in his job application.
Great
And somehow,
positional
Mr.
shot.
Wolf, I'm
He'll be
quite
happy with
sure
that.
he'll show up this afternoon.
Somehow, Dr. Townley, if I were
27.
you, I wouldn't be quite so sure. We must begin by facing the initial problem of locating our suspects. Archie,
Yes, sir.
get out the car and drive up to the house on Berry Hill Lane.
And then?
There you will ask Mr. Michael Lawrence
28.
to be sensible enough to cooperate with us in finding his daughter.
And if the answer is no?
I recommend, Archie, that you flatly refuse to take it.
That's a really good split, and this is a real opportunity.
Mr.
35.
Lawrence was no simple baby to handle. He was in a studio when I walked in, chiseling on a statue of a boy and a girl, both wearing less clothes than the law allows. And before I got a chance to state my name, he commenced giving me a free lecture on the marble work of art.
She's good. Really good.
That could have
She's
finished a
practically
little better.
superb. The Ariadne.
36.
The what, Ariadne?
The girl in the statue.
Oh,
That's Ariadne. Tragic nymph of Greek mythology. Don't tell me you're not familiar with Apollo and Ariadne.
all right, I won't.
The Apollo,
Well,
on
no
the other
surprises
hand, is
here with the
unfazed.
long pot
The
attempt.
face, you see, it lacks something. The passionate
Wonderful
yearning,
shot.
Olympian desire. And yet, you know, the two figures
What's
have
it take?
motion.
Like your daughter?
Eh?
Your daughter, Diana, she's got motion also. As I hear it, she's been in motion ever since she murdered Willard Garth last night in the back end of
Just
a
wants this
limousine.
pot to drop into the pocket.
So you're another flatfoot.
Not exactly. I'm paid in private by Nero Wolfe.
43.
Nero Wolf?
Yeah.
You don't mean that a creditable man like Wolf thinks Diana killed young Gar?
Well, he'd like to talk over the possibility with her.
How laughable. Look at that face. Is there anything of the murderess in a face like that?
In a face like what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Diana posed for the Ariadne, you see, and the likeness is
48.
exact. You think a girl of this type, classic, sensitive, civilized, could descend to the clumsy, brute level of murder?
Well, it's a little hard to imagine.
There. Even you agree with me.
On the other hand...
Shall we discuss the other hand over a cup of coffee? I'm quite exhausted.
If you insist.
I do.
He's taking on the long red to the corner pocket.
The atmosphere of culture at its source. There's a pot warming on the stove.
Pot of what? Coffee or culture?
49.
Wait and see what he means. You'd never ignore a phone call.
Perfect cueing required for this shot.
Might be something important.
Anything looks possible when he's cueing this well.
Diana, Father.
Oh, yes, Diana.
It's all
54.
over the papers.
Yes, I know.
Well, I don't think they'll find me where I am, and I'm staying here until things quiet down a little.
Where are you, honey?
What did you say?
I said, where are you?
You said honey. Daddy, you never call me honey.
I know it's because I'm excited.
55.
Where are you, sweetheart?
Well, you mustn't let anybody find out.
Not a soul in the world. Where are you?
Well, you know where Tyne Pike turns off to the left beyond Bardsville?
Yes?
Well, I'm...
Call me later, Angel.
But, Father,
Oh, get that motorman's number.
You will
62.
live, my friend, but not long if you don't control your curiosity.
With that mallet you hit me. What was the big idea?
Do you really have to ask that question? Weren't you trying to trick my daughter into disclosing her whereabouts?
The police are pretty interested in her whereabouts.
Then let them find her. But you can't be surprised, my
He's
friend,
taking this
if
on.
I choose to protect Diana's interests.
Outstanding shot. Right out of the top.
He'll be very happy with his position here.
So
63.
he's working on an Apollo and Ariadne, is he, Archie?
Who cares about Apollo and Ariadne? The point is how he worked on my gourd.
That, of course, was unfortunate, my boy, but... You get that piece?
Mm-hmm. Hello?
Inspector Kramer.
Hold it. For you.
This is a key shot coming up here.
Yes?
Well,
What a top shot.
Hi, Inspector.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
I'm afraid you're still trying to locate the
67.
lost.
well, you can forget about that.
Yeah?
Yes, we've already located her and released her
Gently
on a
does it.
habeas corpus.
That sounds interesting.
Her father had a lawyer on our heads before
68.
she was in here 10 minutes.
Too bad you couldn't have held on to her.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not so sure we want her.
Why not?
Well, first of all, it's not likely she did it.
No?
No. Ballistics stated that the bullets that killed Willard Garth were not fired from point-blank range.
This looks
She
relatively
was sitting
easy.
beside him on the back seat.
I see.
Also, we found the murder weapon in the grass near where the limousine
73.
was parked, and she admitted it was hers.
That sounds like a poor reason to release her.
Well, the point is she wasn't in possession of the gun when the killing happened. At least so she says.
No, who what?
That doctor.
Well,
What
he's
doctor?
taking it on.
Conway, the guy who runs that sanitarium. According to her, he took the
Impressive
gun away
shot
from
with the
her
rest.
for safekeeping at noon yesterday.
74.
There was a little more talk between them, something about fresh cigar ashes that were found in the dashboard ashtray of the limousine.
He's
After
using
that,
the
the
rest
boss
here,
hung up and
which makes
exerted
it a little
himself
more
enough to
challenging.
put a call through to the Townley Sanatorium.
I'm afraid the doctor's very busy.
Well, that's a top quality shot
Sure,
with the rest.
my
Not
business
easy at
happens
all.
to be highly important.
Well, I'll say
81.
you called, Mr. Wolf, and I'll ask him to contact you just as soon as he has a free moment.
Do you happen to have a free moment, miss?
Why, well, yes, sir.
Could you spend it by telling me if that handyman, Mr. Haynes, has been
The fact that he's
located?
forced to use the rest
Yes, as a matter
makes
of
this a
fact,
little
he has.
trickier.
One of the staff just found out where he lives, Mr. Wolf.
Well,
He has a little cottage.
That's well played with the rest.
Dockside Road. That's out near Sheepshead Bay.
82.
thank you. Archie,
I'm going someplace, I suppose?
you are? You're going to Sheepshead Bay.
Hello there.
He's going for the
Looking
left
for a
corner
guy I
pocket.
can't find. Oh? Yeah, his name is Haynes. Stopped at the cottage up there, but there's no one
Tremendous
there.
shot.
I saw you here on the wharf
87.
fishing, so I...
What did you say his name is?
Haynes. Haines.
Oh, Haynes.
Yeah, do you know him?
Pace is
Well,
very
there's a fella
important.
named Hines used to fish out here.
No, not Hines. Haynes.
Couldn't be Honningberg?
No, it couldn't be.
88.
The name is Haynes. Hain...
Haynes,
Give me a hand here, eh?
Well, what do you know?
Funny, huh? That guy seems to think my name is Haynes.
Yeah, so do I.
You do?
Yes, I...
95.
I got back to our house soaked to the skin and minus Haynes, and just in time to see the boss in the exhausting process of walking across the room to answer the phone.
Just the colours left now.
Hello?
This is Dr. Townley. You called me.
So
No problem there.
About the murder?
More specifically, about the statement from Diana Lawrence that you removed a firearm from her
97.
possession yesterday morning.
That's quite correct. It's here in my Majonica cabinet.
Is it?
Of course it is.
I suggest you check.
Just a moment. Mr. Wolf,
Yeah?
I'd like to see you at once.
The gun, I suppose, has vanished.
What? How did you know?
Because it is at ballistics, Doctor. It turned out to be the gun that killed Willard Garth.
I see.
Do you?
Yes, I understand everything now. It's all so...
He's aiming for the left corner here.
Just how crystal clear?
What a century that is.
Then I think it would be well if you came here immediately.
100.
I'm afraid it's impossible, sir. There's an important operation schedule, and I simply cannot leave.
What do you suggest?
Well, is it outside the realm of possibility that you come here? Is it, Mr. Wolf? Hello, Mr. Wolf? Mr. Wolf?
This should be straightforward enough.
When my boss has to leave the house, it's a major tragedy. Sometimes he rages, sometimes he curses the whole detective business, lock,
104.
stock, and barrel. And sometimes he keeps very quiet and grips the side of the car desperately and tries not to inhale any fresh air. This was one of the quiet times.
Just go slowly, Archie, but get there as quickly as you can.
Oh, you don't want a chauffeur, Mr. Wolf. What you need is a
The
magician.
long pot's
Keep
on,
your eye
and he's
on the
going
road
for
and
it.
don't strain yourself to make superfluous witticisms.
Why don't you try relaxing a little? I hear there hasn't been a man-eating
Top
tiger
drawer.
sighted on the Sawmill River Parkway in the
109.
last 500 years.
Your liberty is out of order. Don't try to make light of a deplorable situation.
Here's the sanatorium. And there's Dr. Townley coming to meet us.
115.
Terribly nice of you to have come, Mr. Wolf. I've heard about your aversion to traveling, and I appreciate your going to the trouble.
Don't...
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
Oh, Archie, help me out with that.
Fantastic clearance. Brilliant.
There we are. Calm down, you're all in one piece.
I think you'll find the trip highly
120.
profitable, Mr. Wolf.
And the frame,
You consider
John
time
Higgins.
very well.
And now the frame is here.